Hello and welcome to Bloodsport MMA.
Salam alaikum to everyone.
Hasbulla has officially signed with the UFC. Now what does that mean? Will he fight? Will he just do promo? What will he do? Find it out in this Blood Talk. As most of you probably already heard on social media, Mr. Hasbulla Rozik, I think is his name, officially signed with the UFC. Dana White confirmed it again in an interview. Hasbulla posted on Instagram or on Twitter or wherever, everywhere, that he has signed to fight in the UFC. Now, what is weird to me is like he said he signed to fight in the UFC, and details will be revealed by the end of the year. Now let's just break that a little bit down, because I myself don't believe he will fight in the UFC. Because you have to see, Hasbulla is not a Logan Paul who you can just throw in the middleweight division and say, yeah, fight a can from light heavyweight, middleweight, whatever. Hasbulla is a special type of human. This is his original size. That's how tall he is in real life.
I didn't see this short guy, bring him here.
The only guys he can fight, there are two guys he can fight. It's Abdu Rozik, the fight that everybody wants, like the big rivalry. And there's another guy that has the same sickness as they have. Also, I think also from Chechnya or Dagestan or somewhere there. For me, the only guy who could fight would be Abdu Rozik. Now, why would they say, yeah, he signed with the UFC, having him the whole fight week for UFC 280, and then say, yeah, details to what he will do in the UFC. Dana White said details, he didn't say who he will fight. Dana White said details what he will do in the UFC will be revealed soon. Hasbulla said by the end of the year. Why would that be? Like, if we go for the theory, okay, he will fight Abdu Rozik, then that would mean that Abdu Rozik has not signed the contract yet. But if Abdu Rozik has not signed the contract and the contract is just about fighting Abdu Rozik, then why would they reveal that Hasbulla signed and promote him and everything? Because that would not make sense for the UFC. Because then they promote him, he will fight for us, blah, 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 this, that, and then Abdu Rozik doesn't sign the contract. And then, what do? You know what I mean? I just don't see it. I just don't see Hasbulla fighting the UFC. Also, like, he has to be cleared to fight. I don't know, I'm not a doctor, but his sickness, like, I don't think that he could get cleared to fight. He needs a fighting license. You can't just, okay, maybe in Abu Dhabi you could do it, but yeah, I mean, I don't think it's healthy for them to fight. I don't think they will get cleared. As I said, I'm not a doctor. If you know it, write in the comments. But yeah, would you want to see that fight? I mean, of course, it would be very fun somehow because the beef has gone since a long time. But just imagine somebody of them gets knocked out. And I'm a just bleed guy. But do you really want to see a guy like Hasbulla getting knocked out? I wouldn't want to see it. I don't think that's healthy for them. Of course, getting knocked out is never healthy, but I think it could give him serious health problems. Like, I don't know, but I just don't see that. I just don't see him fighting in the UFC. I mean, they had UFC 280, the perfect event. If they want to announce what Hasbulla does in the UFC, the perfect event. He was there, his teammate was fighting, it was like in his backyard, Abu Dhabi. It was perfect, the biggest card of the year. Like, what is the reason that they did not announce there what he will do in the UFC? There has to be something special going on that we don't know. Because I just believe he will just be a marketing guy for the UFC that they use for Reels, for TikToks and all this stuff like they did for UFC 280 Fight Week, which is the perfect deal for the UFC. For Hasbulla as well, he gets money. He doesn't get hurt, he just gets money. And it's very funny, I love the Reels with him. But there has to be something, because they said they will reveal soon what he will do in the UFC. And I don't think they will just reveal it like, yeah, it's now Monday, the 31st of October or something. We reveal now what he does. I think they will reveal it big time in an event or something. But why not UFC 280? Maybe UFC 281 in New York? I don't know. But there has to be something that they plan. Because if it would just be him being a marketing guy for the UFC, they could have announced it UFC 280. It would be the perfect stage. You get my thoughts, what I'm thinking? I just believe that they have something special coming for us. I'm fucking coming for you! Which will not be a of maybe he will fight in some way, but I can't see him stepping into the octagon to really fight another human being. I really don't see that. I think they're planning something very special because they're being very... Normally when Dana White announces somebody that signed with the UFC, he will say immediately what they will do. I'm really curious to find out what will Hasbulla do in the UFC. Hasbulla, brother, can't you just maybe tell me, like, brother, between us, what do you do there? Tell me, brother.
I love my first TikTok.
Doesn't want to tell me. And also, like, last point that I have, what do you think, guys? Write in the comments. First of all, what do you think? Write in the comments what do you think they will do with him. And what do you think? Will they, like, is he learning English? Because I feel like he started to say a few English words, and it would be smart. Like, if Hasbulla would talk English, can you imagine how many clicks that would give for the UFC? Hasbulla talking it. Because it's hard to do reels with him all the time if he doesn't speak a word of English. You know what I mean? He doesn't need to speak fluent, but like a little bit broken Russian English would be very nice, because otherwise it's hard to do that much content with him. He can just hit people over and over, but at one day maybe we'll get tired of this, you know what I mean? So I'm really curious. I think they have something big planned for him, and I can't wait to find out what it is, because as you know, I'm a big fan of Hasbulla. I hope to meet him one day and get punched by him and maybe suplex him, no. But yeah, I'm really stoked to find out what they will do with him. I hope he will not physically fight, but I'm down for everything. So write in the comments what you think they will do with him. As always, guys, make sure to eat your vegetables, stay healthy, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye, guys. Bloodsport out.
Eat your vegetables.